Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Sealed Saturdays. It is Saturday, March 13th, and we're opening some more Modern Horizons packs today and building decks out of the various archetypes in this set. So Modern Horizons is a unique limited format that came out last year, 2019. Oh, it's been a while. And we are cracking through these to see what we can build. Let's start off with pack number 1. We've got a Phantasmal Form, an Enduring Sliver, a Mother Bear, a First Spirit Gargantua, an Iceberg Cancrix, a Lancer Sliver, a Rank Officer, a Pondering Mage, an Arkham's Astrolabe, Springbloom Druid, Backdoor Fiction, Everdream, a Carrion Feeder, an On Thin Ice, and a Snow-Covered Plains, an art card and a token. Surprisingly, no red cards out of pack number 1, and a lot of good blue. Pack number 2. We've got a Wall of 1,000 Cuts, a Goblin War Party, Ikite, Martyr Soul, Ransack the Lab, Bellowing Elk, Ninja of the New Moon, a Frost Koala, Putrid Goblin, Magmatic Sinkhole, Forgotten Cave, Talisman of Hierarchy, an Icehide Golem, and a Giver of Ruins as a rare with a island, an art card, and a token. Pack number 3. Ephemerate, a Boggart Dragonheart, a Phantasmal Form, Enduring Sliver, an Umezawa's Jit, a Winding Way, an Unearth, Rime Tender, Trumpeting Herd, Gilded Light, Valiant Changeling, that is an excellent card, Etchings of the Chosen, a Watcher of Tomorrow, a Nurturing Peatland is our rare, a Snow-Covered Swamp, an art card, and a token. Pack number 4. We've only seen 3 red cards this entire pool so far. So we've got a Recruit the Worthy, a Bioshino Sand Sprinter, Spell Snuff, Ninja the New Moon, a Frost Walla, a Silumgar, a Scavenger, Leaving Sliver, Cave of Temptation, a Mana War, Segovian Angel, Slinging Lieutenant, another Valiant Changeling, another Etchings of the Chosen, and an Unsettled Mariner as our rare with a Snow-Covered Swamp, an art card, and a token. Pack number 5. We've got a Bioshino Sand Sprinter, Scour All Possibilities, Stirring Address, a Wart-Eye Witch, a Mother Bear, Pondering Mage, another Arkham's Astrolabe, a Springbloom Druid, a Geomancer's Gambit, a Regular Cohort, Scale Guardian, Vesper Lark, Saddled Rhymeswag, and a Plague Engineer as our rare, with a Snow-Covered Island, a art card, and a token. And pack number 6. A Bioshino Sand Sprinter, a Scour All Possibilities, a Stirring Dress, Nimble Mongoose, Headless Spectre, Rime Tender, Changeling Outcast, Savage Swipe, Volatile Claws, Thundering Djinn. It's the first time we've seen that card in this series. A Generous Gift, Talisman of Resilience, an Icefang Quaddle as a rare, a Foil Ransack the Lab, Snow-Covered Plains, an art card, and a token. Alright, I am seeing right away that we've got some excellent Bant cards. And splashing for, like, we can probably play all of these rares. They're all incredibly playable. This seems like a very good build for a Sliver one, a Sliver Changeling build. As we've got these 2 etchings right at the top. We've got some great mana fixing in the Astrolabes. Red is incredibly weak with no really strong red cards outside of the one Magmatic Sinkhole. So we're just going to put red off to the side here. Astrolabe's very good. Talisman of Hierarchy and Resilience also pretty good. Icehide is a mediocre threat. The Caves also can go. We're going to focus primarily on Bant colors here. So we do have a few snow-covered lands in those colors as well, which is great with our rares, which we opened a lot of very good rares, being Icefang Quaddle, fitting the Snow archetype, a Plague Engineer, an Unsettled Mariner, a nice black-green dual land, and two very strong white cards. This Generous Gift is also very good. The regular cohort's also very good. The Valiant Changelings fit this archetype incredibly well. Ephemerate and the Lancer Sliver is also a nice addition. Other notable white cards are possibly these Enduring Slivers. Might be useful enough. Blue cards. Mana War is very nice. Works well with Ephemerate. Same with Watcher for Tomorrow. And we've got a couple of Pondering Mages. We've got a couple of other like decent blue cards as well, between the Scours, Pondering Mages, and Fact or Fiction. But they don't fit this particular Changeling archetype. And actually, we might not even be green. We might not even be green here. Between the etchings, the Thundering Djinn is very nice as well. But again, that's the draw cards archetype versus the versus what we're trying to do here. Green cards, we have two Springbloom Druids, which do fixed mana, two Mother Bears, which are lots of creatures. The Trumpeting Herd is very nice as well. And Frostwalls and Bellowing Elks. But are a nice, and a Savage Swipe as a piece of removal. Green is kind of optional, I think. It doesn't really have slivers or changelings. You know, Changeling Outcast. Slingang Lieutenant is excellent with changelings. Same with the Warteye Witch is nice. The Putrid Goblin. Putrid Goblin is good with the Slingang. And since we could essentially name anything we want with the etchings, because our changelings will benefit, we probably want to name goblins. But I think we're probably just going to stick to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 19 cards already with just a splash off of the... Just a splash of blue and a splash of green. We have like 4 blue cards and like the 1 green card being the Kodal. And then we also have the... Yeah, so let's look more into our blue and white cards. So Fact or Fiction may be worthwhile here. Although I do like the Enduring Slivers. So we have some synergies there. Actually, I think we may have a deck because I forgot the 4 artifacts. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So I actually have 2 cuts to make now. We're not really ramping into a whole lot here. The Valiant Changelings are going to come down to be very cheap. So I'm probably going to cut the 2 Talismans. As a mana curve goes more like 1 drops, 2 drops. We have a lot of 2 drops. The double Astrolabe means our mana is going to be very nice as long as we can draw one of these 6 snowlands in mixed colors. So I think we're okay on that. Changeling, Slivers. The etchings just pump up Sliver. Like the name is likely Sliver. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23. Perfect. So we've got Nurturing Peatland and the 2 Astrolabes is probably all the green we're going to need. The 2 Snow Islands is probably all the blue we're going to need. So makes our mana base very, very nice. 4 swamps. 4 plains. So 6, 12, 15. Looking at this, we want to get... We want white earlier than we want 1, 2, 3, 4 blue cards, 3 blue, 2 blue, maybe 1 island is enough. Is in order here. I think 1 island is not unreasonable. And then we probably want the extra plains, just to ensure we have it early. I would build the mana base something like this. It's a very interesting sealed pool, as we didn't really hit any red cards, which is unusual. Normally you get a decent distribution. But I would build this way. Or like base Orzhov with a little splash for blue for Watcher and Mana War, which are just really, really good cards with the Ephemerate. And we're also splashing for the blue card with the Unsettled Mariner as well, which is just great because it's also a changeling, so it benefits from Etchings of the Chosen. It benefits from the Sling Gang Lieutenant being able to sack and deal damage. It makes the Valiant Changelings come into play for 2 mana. You know, ideally the curve is going like turn 1 Changeling Outcast, or turn 1 Astrolabe into like turn 2 Unsettled Mariner into like a turn 3 Valiant Changeling is kind of like the ideal curve here. The Putrid Goblin's just in because it does block twice. It does benefit from this. It is useful with the Sling Gang Lieutenant. It is another Goblin. We can use Etchings to name Goblin, which is the Ward-Eye Witch, the Putrid Goblin, and the Sling Gang Lieutenant, plus like 1, 2, 3 changelings, 4, 5 changelings. Icefang Kotal's just a cantrip that will potentially trade with the creature, give her Bruins, great card, Aunt the Nice, great card. And that's it for this week. That was a very fast build because we had a very solid changeling deck. Normally this Sliver deck is built in white-red. We went white-black because we had these nice etchings. A couple of very strong uncommons made this deck build very easy. But thank you everyone for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and we will catch you next week.